When George Bush took office, 4 million Americans became uninsured. This significantly harmed our country. On the other hand, when Obama became president, 16.9 million Americans became newly insured thanks to the Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act offers Americans a number of new benefits, rights, and protections regarding their health care. It improves Medicare for seniors and those with long-term disabilities, and it expands employer coverage to millions of employees. Still, you might say that the Affordable Care Act is unnecessary and that young adults don't need the same insurance. You might even say that it's unfair to have to pay a fee if you don't have insurance. But say you're a healthy 25-year-old with a good job and what seems to secure a spot at your company. So you feel that you don't need insurance. But one day you get fired because your company is merging with another and they don't have room for you. So when you drive home, you're so frustrated that you don't notice the red light and you get in a car accident. Then you're unemployed and hurt, but you don't have the money to support yourself because you're uninsured. These sort of things can happen to anyone, so you need to be covered. Also, you only have to pay a fee for not having insurance if you can afford the health insurance, and the fee is fit specifically for your salary so that you can pay for it. Obama has also significantly weakened Al-Qaeda, managed relations with Iran, and rebuilt our relationship with Cuba. This has definitely strengthened our country and has positively impacted our foreign affairs. With 9/11 and other terrorist attacks and threats, our country had grown a great fear for terrorists and their other foreign enemies. But when Obama became president, he changed that. While we still fear terrorists, yes?
For us to have relations with Cuba, there had to be a prisoner exchange. So basically, to have relations with them, we gave away prisoners.
But sacrificing, yes, we did that, but we are building our relationship back with Cuba so that we can have a more sustainable country.
Yeah, but it's not exactly. We're giving power to such a. We're giving power to such a country that really is. We've been embargoing for a couple decades now. So do you really think giving Castro power is a good thing?
No, but I mean, we have to make sacrifices to get where we want to be. But as we still fear terrorists, as we most likely always will, Osama bin Laden was killed under Obama's presidency, and this weakened Al-Qaeda, and in a way, lessened the fear of terrorists. Also, Obama has refixed our relationship with Cuba. In 2014, in December, President Obama and President Castro announced a new course in relations between the United States and Cuba. Then, in July of 2015, the Embassy of the United States was reopened in Havana, and the Embassy of Cuba was reopened in Washington, D.C. U.S. diplomats now have greater freedom of movement in Cuba, and Cuban citizens also have greater access to our embassy. The opening of the U.S. Embassy substantially improved our ability to engage the Cuban people and support our interests in Cuba. Lastly, Obama noted that we are advancing our shared interests and working together on complex issues that for too long defined and divided us. Also, we used to be in a constant fight with Iran, and we had a great fear of their nuclear weapons. But in 2013, Obama and Rouhani had an orchestrated phone call to talk about their nuclear weapon program, and we were again able to talk about our plans to deal with Iran in 2014. We are now peaceful with Iran and can therefore work together. No, thank you. Obama came into this presidency when our country wasn't covered, and now he's leaving with a safer country here and internationally.
President Obama has made immigration more controversial in America. First off, U.S. deportation rates hit a 10-year low. In 2012, deportation rates of illegal immigrants dropped 42%. He is letting illegal immigrants stay in this country, but what are we sacrificing? This can cause overpopulation and job shortages with all of these new people. Then when President Obama did take action against this problem, it didn't solve anything. He passed the DREAM Act, an acronym for Development, Relief, Education for Alien Minors. This wasn't a solution, it just causes more problems and arguments on this issue in America. This basically encourages minor illegal immigrants to come into the U.S. because now, under circumstances, they can get away with it. It also raises our government debt. Obama is giving away our hard-earned money to people who have broken the law. President Obama has taken what was already a bad system for immigration and has made it worse. At the end of August 2013, the Border Patrol arrested 130,000 immigrants from countries other than Mexico, and 34,500 unaccompanied children, and roughly 34,400 people traveling as families. More than 257,000 immigrants from other countries except Mexico were apprehended at the border during 2014. It was the first time immigrants from other countries outnumbered those from Mexico. This shows that illegal immigration is increasing, and it's extremely relevant nowadays, and Obama should be taking logical action. No thanks. The president not only deals with conflicts in and around his country, but also everywhere else. He also has the duty of ensuring relations between his and other countries. This can be very essential for a country's economy and overall growth. But that's only in certain circumstances. Barack Obama has connected the U.S. with China and Cuba, and while that has caused advancement in diplomatic relations, it also has caused problems with law and our economy. First of all, since Obama has become president, we have had more relations with China. China is a communist country, but we continue to outsource business to China as well as buy their manufactured goods. This not only helps such a dangerous type of government, but it also increases our debt. Instead of importing millions of goods from China, we could be making more of them in the U.S. This will not only slow the debt, but bring it down. Not only that, but there are sanctions on Chinese organizations being involved in cyber attacks on the United States. When Obama met with Chinese President Xi Jinping, there was no solid statement about this. The UN has a policy against these kinds of attacks, and their administration is exercising self-restraint. Another country which we have relations with is Cuba. For the U.S. to create diplomatic relations with Cuba, there had to be a prisoner exchange. So we gave away prisoners that we could have affairs with Cuba, such as cruise ships going there, which helps Cuba's economy. We gave away prisoners for money. So with that being said, Obama has not made any critical moves in bettering our connections with these types of countries and government.
All right, in a second.